Alright, what's up guys? Today's video actually has nothing to do with Animal Company, but instead it's some goofy lore that I came up with about the Exit 8 VR. So yeah, let's get into that. Alright guys, so here I am in Exit 8. I just spawned in, I have not moved yet. But basically, about the game, before we start about some lore, but basically you spawn in and you get a big yellow sign and a white sign that says make sure not to overlook any anomalies. If you find any anomalies, turn back immediately. If you don't find any anomalies, keep going. Kindly exit through Exit 8. So yeah, basically you do what this says. So you go down these hallways, and if you see an anomaly, you turn around and go back that way. But if you don't see an anomaly, which I'm not looking very closely, but I don't think there is one, it sends you, never mind. Basically, if you mess up, it sends you all the way back to level 0, no matter what level you're on. You have to beat 8 levels in a row without messing up to beat the game. So yeah, it's basically the purpose of the game. Here, I'm going to try to find a demonstration. There we go. That's an anomaly right there. So if you turn backwards, it sends you back to level 1. Oh, my stick drift. Chill. Alright. And now, I'm just gonna guess that there's no anomaly in this one. And boom, it sent me up a level. So that's basically it. Now I'm going to try to speedrun the game until I get to the end, so I can start explaining, like, my lore of how you got in this hallway. Alright guys, here I am. After way too long, I finally beat the game. And so basically, you come up these stairs, and boom, you beat the game. The credits roll, you hear a ton of Japanese stuff, because this is like a Japanese game. But yeah, so these hallways are meant to be like Japanese subway hallways to like get to the trains and stuff. But my theory is that none of this is actually real. It's a level of the backrooms, basically. Because the game is based off of liminal spaces, and specifically the backrooms. So my theory is that this is a level of the backrooms. And that's why there's so much, like, goofy stuff, and some of the things are even able to kill you. But my theory isn't that it isn't even just a level. These hallways itself are the entity. Like, everything about these hallways is one big entity that's able to control, like, everything inside of it. And this stairway right here is the exit of this level, and it takes you to a different level. Because, here, I'm going to show you. When you go up the stairs, the credits roll, right? So, like, the credits roll. Here, let's yeah, as you see, you go up the stairs, it's completely blank and white, the credits are rolling, and yay, you beat the game. But, yeah, let's just give it a minute to finish the credits. Okay, boom. I finished the credits, but instead of, like, taking you somewhere, it just takes you back to level 0. Meaning that even if you do escape, These hallways are freaking infinite. It doesn't matter where you go, what you do. You will always be stuck here forever. Yeah. And that's one of my theories. And my other theory is that me and that guy are actually missing people. But this guy, he used to be missing. But he was a missing person. But what happened is the entities, the anomalies, whatever this place is, drove him insane. That's an anomaly right there. But, they drove him insane. And now, he's just aimlessly wandering through these hallways. Almost like, it seems like these are controlling him. Or like, brainwashed him. Here, I'm gonna go this way because there's an anomaly. But yeah, that guy was brainwashed. And what happens is, my theory is, after you go through and go up those stairs so many times, you eventually lose your mind and just start walking through here at random, hoping that you will eventually escape. And that's what happened to this guy. Yeah. And our player too, we don't know his name. I'm just gonna call him Bob. But Bob is the same thing. He used to be normal. He no-clipped into here somehow. Something happened. And then, boom. Now you're, like, in the exit 8. That's an anomaly. So, boom. Now you're here. And you're, like, goofy, And after going up those stairs so many times, you become Fred over here. And you completely lost your mind. And boom. That's all my theories about the Exit 8 and some goofy lore. So, goodbye.